The deeper I go on this healing journey, the more my definition of happiness is inextricably linked to compassionate self acceptance. When life feels hard and the world feels chaotic, when my old wounds and conditioning have me judging myself and relentlessly hustling for my worthiness, when my feelings feel too big or too reactive, compassionate self acceptance is the soothing balm that allows me to find my center, feel my feelings, and lovingly have my own back. Compassionate self acceptance is truly the birthplace of real self love, and it creates the inner conditions that allow us to be honest enough and vulnerable enough with ourselves to actually face our old wounds and less than ideal patterns in life. It's absolutely vital to creating the conditions where true healing can take place. So, today I offer you this compassionate self acceptance guided meditation using havening and Iffirmations. I hope that it brings the transformative power of compassionate self acceptance to your heart and your healing journey. Welcome to Somatic Healing Meditations, the podcast that helps you regulate your nervous system, deepen your healing journey, and feel better in your body. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm Karena with Hello Inner Light, and I'm a trauma-informed emotional healing coach who's here to help you heal the old emotional wounds, subconscious blocks, and self-sabotaging core beliefs that are holding you back from living a life of authenticity and joy. So if that's the kind of content that you need more of in your life, please subscribe to this podcast and join me every Friday on this beautiful journey out of your head and into your more embodied and authentic self. Today's episode is brought to you by my upcoming transformational workshop, Break Through Your Blocks and Become Who You Were Born to Be. This workshop is all about learning how to create meaningful change in your life by compassionately getting to know the deep parts of your subconscious psyche that are creating the patterns in your life that you want to change. The internal baggage that holds us back in life can take many forms: self-limiting beliefs, chronic self-doubt, feelings of unworthiness, wounded inner child dynamics, and carrying around old narratives that no longer serve us, just to name a few. But instead of warring with our blocks or letting them keep us stuck, I'm going to walk you through 3 effective mind-body techniques to help you lovingly understand and transform those blocks so that you can move forward towards your goals and dreams with more peace and joy. The information to enroll is in the show notes, and I hope that you'll join me. Now let's dive into this guided meditation for compassionate self-acceptance. So we're going to do havening touch for the entirety of this meditation because havening has been shown to down-regulate and soothe deep parts of your limbic system, deep in your brain, which can help us find more peace and relaxation in the present moment. And it also really helps us connect more deeply with our bodies and ourselves and our emotions. So there are 3 ways that you can do havening touch. One is just to rub your palms together. So in a pace and with a pressure that feels soothing to you, just rubbing your palms together. Another way to do havening touch is to rub down your arms from shoulder to elbow, just going down like a moving, gentle hug. And the third way to do havening touch is just by rubbing your face, cheeks, or forehead in any way that feels good to you, with your palms or with your fingertips. So as we do this meditation, just do any of those types of havening touch, rubbing your palms, rubbing down your upper arms, or rubbing your face, cheeks, and forehead. And just do them in whatever way feels good to you. If there's one of them that you really like, you can do that one extra. If there's one that you don't like, you can skip it. And you can modify these movements in any way that feels right to you. So just doing the havening touch, we're going to start with our eyes open. So, doing the havening touch, just begin to look around your environment, gently moving your eyes and your head and your neck. Go ahead and find 4 shades of blue. See if you can find 3 shades of pink or red. Looking around, notice the light and the shadows. Finding the brightest spot. Noticing the darkest spot, the spot that's most in shadows. And then scanning to find the smallest circle that you can see. Now continuing to do the havening touch, allow your eyes to close. And with your closed eyes, just begin to listen to all of the sounds that you can hear. There's often many layers of sounds. So you can hear my voice, and you can hear the music. You may even be able to hear the havening touch. It makes a little bit of a sound. And there may be other layers of sound as well. So listening to the softest sound that you can hear right now and doing the havening touch in whatever way feels good to you. Now really focusing on feeling the havening touch. So you can feel the temperature of your skin. And you can feel the texture of your skin. Your palms have a little bit of a texture with all of those lines running across them. And your fingertips have an entirely different texture with all of those tiny bumps and ridges that form our fingerprints. So feeling that texture, feeling the gentle muscular activation that you need to do the havening touch. And then just feeling whatever else is touching your skin. Maybe you can feel some hair on your face or neck. Maybe you can feel the collar of your clothes, or the waistband of your clothes, or the texture of your clothes. Noticing whatever you can feel touching your skin. And then feel your body making contact with the chair. You can feel your weight resting in the chair or the bed or the couch, wherever you are. The backs of your legs and your hips are making contact with the chair. Perhaps your back is making contact with the chair, with some parts of your back making more contact, and some parts of your back being lifted away entirely. And really feeling what that contact with the chair feels like. Is it soft or is it hard? Is it bumpy or smooth? Is your body making symmetrical contact with the chair or asymmetrical contact? Again, just noticing whatever you're noticing. And then bring your awareness to your breath. You can feel the air moving in and out through your nostrils. You can feel the air causing your chest and tummy to slowly rise and fall with every inhale and every exhale. And doing the havening touch, just begin to imagine that you could breathe in and out through your heart. Feeling what it feels like to breathe in and out through your heart. And letting your exhales get a little bit longer, just very gently letting your exhales lengthen the slightest bit with total ease. And breathing in and out through your heart, just invite your most compassionate self to be here with you today. And just sense what that's like. Do you notice a feeling within you? Do you get a sense of your most compassionate self? And if you don't, just know you're not doing it wrong. It's totally fine. Just breathing in and out through your heart and doing the havening touch. So now we're going to begin to do Iffirmations for compassionate self-acceptance. And Iffirmations are a more gentle, more authentic form of affirmation in which we pose questions to ourselves that help us open up to greater possibilities. So I'm going to say an Iffirmation, and then I'll be quiet for a second so that you can repeat that Iffirmation to yourself in your head or out loud while you continue to do the havening touch. I wonder what it would be like to experience more compassionate self-acceptance. I wonder who I would become if I could honor and accept all parts of me. What if I'm worthy of love and acceptance exactly as I am? What if in this moment I'm enough and I'm deserving of kindness? What would it be like to release my self-judgment and embrace myself with compassion? What would it feel like to welcome all parts of myself, even the parts that feel confusing, embarrassing, or vulnerable? What if I could embrace all parts of myself, even the parts that society has judged as unacceptable? What if my value isn't contingent on external achievements? What if my lovability isn't tied to my performance or actions? What if my worth isn't up for negotiation? What if my worthiness is an undeniable truth of my existence? What if my imperfections are a beautiful part of my unique journey? What if all parts of me deserve love? What if I can forgive myself for past mistakes and allow myself space to grow? What if I'm a beautiful piece of art, evolving and expanding every day? What if today I choose to be gentle with myself, recognizing that my journey is unique? What if I could let go of comparison and honor my individual path with grace? Who could I become if I learned to soften my heart to all parts of myself? What would it be like to honor my authenticity and celebrate it with an open heart? What would it be like to let go of self-criticism and welcome self-compassion with each breath? What if I can embrace this moment in life, even if it feels challenging? What if I can embrace this moment in life, especially if it feels challenging? What if in the space of self-compassion, I find the strength to navigate life's uncertainties? What would it be like to choose self-love over self-criticism? What if with each breath I compassionately accept myself more and more? What if I could give myself the gift of compassionate self-acceptance more and more every day? More and more, I choose to compassionately accept myself as I am. More and more, I choose kindness. Breathing in and out through your heart and continuing to do the havening touch. Notice how those affirmations make you feel. As you allow those affirmations to help you expand more and more into compassionate self-acceptance, just notice what feels different within you. Notice what looks different to you. What might you perceive differently from this space? And what are you realizing? Taking a few more breaths, just really notice in your body whatever you're noticing now that you've really connected with yourself in this deep way. And now that you've let those affirmations move you into a different space within and open to greater possibilities. When you feel ready, just gently allow your eyes to open again. And again, find the smallest circle, the brightest spot and the darkest spot, and the shades of blue and pink. Letting the havening touch go whenever you feel ready. Great work. How do you feel now? Please let me know in the comments how this landed with you and what you're realizing now. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this meditation helps you expand into greater and greater possibilities of compassionately accepting yourself, all parts of yourself. If you enjoyed this episode, then please subscribe to this podcast and rate and review it. And remember to join me every Friday on this beautiful journey out of your head and into your more authentic and embodied self.